Robbie Thompson from Madison, Wisconsin asks, what does it take to become a champion?
That's easy, Robbie. You gotta cheat. And the first thing you're gonna wanna do is take some money and put it away in a persuasion account. This way you can bribe doctors, lawyers, judges, the press. You wanna have your hands deep inside the press, because this way you can release incriminating photos about the competition right before a big race, like sleeping with underage prostitutes, using performance-enhancing drugs, which you should be on anyways. Be aware of your competition. You remember Jerome Lee? I bet you don't, because I paid Ricky Sticks 20 grand to take his knees. All those steps, you'll be a champion.
Trevor McPhee from Fort Worth, Texas asks, in an article you said losing to your 90-year-old grandmother motivated you to become a better golfer. What was that like?
Actually what I said was that my grandmother used to beat me. Had nothing to do with golf. Are we done?
Timmy Phillips from Jacksonville, Florida asks, what's it like being rich and famous?
Well, Timmy, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very nerve-wracking. See, the first thing that happens when you get rich and famous is the vultures immediately start to circle. Everybody you've ever met, everybody you've ever kind of met, everybody who can pretend that they've met you, everybody who you went to elementary school with, anybody who can feasibly think that they have some sort of connection with you is gonna come right out of the woodwork and try to take a piece of what you've made. So what I've done is I've developed a 3-point plan that I use and I'm now gonna impart to you for keeping your money safe. Number one, and remember this word, Timmy, diversify. You're gonna wanna take a large chunk of your earnings and you're gonna wanna spread it around in some low risk, fairly high reward investment vehicles. Things like mutual funds, CDs, highly rated bonds. Anything where if one of them goes out, you're still gonna be covered because you're spread around fairly enough and you're gonna be able to make a good rate of return. Part two is commodities. You're gonna wanna buy things that are always gonna, over the long haul, go up in value. Things like gold, things like silver, things like land. Land is fantastic. Land will always in the long run go up in value. Beyond that, number three, this is where you can have a little bit of fun. This is when you wanna get into things like art or sports memorabilia, things that you're gonna have fun investing in and can also get you a high rate of return in a very short amount of time if they appreciate properly, but just make sure that it's a very low percentage of your overall earnings that you put into vehicles like that. Always remember the words of William Shakespeare, neither a borrower nor a lender be. Now what this means is you're gonna wanna stay away from your brother's emu farm, you're gonna wanna stay away from your buddy's stupid theme restaurant, stay away from the vultures, follow my 3-point plan, and I guarantee you, you'll be rich and famous for many years to come, assuming you're any good at anything.
Kenny Morrison from Mississauga, Canada asks, how do you score goals?
Sorry, can you ask me the question again? Because that sounded stupid. I did. Go, just ask me. Sorry, what's the question?
Asking how do you score goals?
How do I score goals? How do I score goals? I don't know. That's a stupid question. Why would you ask somebody that? That's dumb. That's like asking, dear hockey player, why is the sun bright? I mean, I don't know. That's an impossible question to answer. You tell me. Fucking Kenny, you're so smart. It's stupid. That's a dumb question. Do you have another question?
No, that's the question we have. It doesn't matter. They're little kids.
Well, Kenny's, this guy's an idiot.
Well, he's a little kid. Just
that dude's grown up. That's not a little kid. You're like what? You're 30? You're in your 30s?
No. Kenny said, I'm not asking the question.
You just asked me the question.
He's an 8-year-old kid.
Who is?
Kenny.
I don't know. Next question. How do I score goals?
Yeah.
I can tell you how I score girls by scoring goals. That's how I get. That's how you do it. That's the easiest answer I can give you. How do I score goals in hockey games? Nobody knows that. Nobody can answer that question. That's an impossible question to answer. You shoot a puck and it can do anything. I mean, You know, do you ask Shaquille O'Neal how he scores baskets? I mean, that's a dumb question to ask. You know, like, what was Shaq's answer?
Don't worry about Shaq. We're talking about hockey here. This kid wants.
I'm not worried about Shaq. I'm just asking what his answer was.
Something motivating.
Yeah.
Something motivating? I don't know. Score goals. You're off the team. How about that? That's a good one. That's the easiest way to score goals. Is don't not score goals.
Have you been drinking?
What? You've been drinking. I've seen you drink. You've never had a beer. Not once in your life. All right, you're perfect. Whatever.
Do you know why you're here?
Yeah, I guess I'm here to answer stupid questions about science. I'm a hockey player. I don't understand. Why is the sun bright? Why is the sky blue? Those are questions we're never going to know the answers to. I don't ask those questions. That's dumb.
Why
I'm not on trial. I'm not on trial here.
You don't have to get upset.
I'm not upset.
He looks up to
I play
you.
hockey. That's all I do. And you guys are asking me science questions. I think it's really offensive. I think you owe me an apology. I'd like to see Shaq score a goal in hockey. I bet you can't even skate.
So there's no answer. I score goals.
What are you talking about, man? It's like the kid is asking me a question about something that, you know, it's like suddenly, you know, you're talking about like how, you know, like one train leaving one station, another train leaving another station. You know, when do those trains meet up and how soon does that happen? I don't know. That's stupid. You're asking somebody a question about, I mean, if you were asking me a question about hockey, I could understand that. But you're asking like crazy science and math questions. I don't know. I don't know math. Never did. You know, that's something for ask. How did Shaq do on the math question? Keep it coming. Is this what we're doing here? Is this like a thing you're just trying to make athletes feel stupid?
That's okay. If you want, you know, that's fine. That's good enough.
Good. It's good enough. So did I cure cancer all of a sudden? Is this Kenny kid going to live because now he made me feel like an idiot? Is that like his make-a-wish? Make a hockey player feel like an idiot. Awesome. Good one. Home run. That's baseball. Your microphone looks like a dick. Okay, well, all right, fine, I guess we're done. So, good. Goodbye.
Yeah, we can't use any.
Good luck with your love life, Kenny. You sound like an idiot.
Golf is for pussies. Fuck you, Grandma.